Hey Snake Petal Gang, it is me, Lavender. I am here to do your reading for what timeline are you currently stepping into. So we'll start off with, I guess before we start, I can offer tarot readings if it resonates with you and you want more. Follow me on Instagram, Snake Petal Healing. Send me a DM and we can work something out. Of course, donations are available, so let's get into your reading. All right, so pile number one. For my pile number ones for the collective, for the ones that chose image number one, what is... So you're just going to cleanse the deck. What is their current timeline that they are stepping into? What is the current timeline for my pile number ones that they are stepping into? What are my pile number one's current timeline? Okay, first card, Death. Second card, Seven of Wands. Third card, Judgment. Fourth card, Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck. This is okay. This is okay. This is very on brand for New Beginning. I know it might be a little bit intimidating seeing some struggle cards here with the Death card and stuff, but we do have the Star at the bottom of the deck along with Justice. So the current timeline that you may be stepping into, that you are stepping into at this time, these energies could involve Aquarius individuals, Scorpio individuals, Libra individuals. Okay. Heavy on the Libra, maybe even Aries, Aquarius. But what I am seeing here is there is an extreme transformation happening for you right now, due to possibly a situation in which you felt that you had to defend your position here against others. It seems as though you have felt attacked in some type of way, maybe around something that required change in your life. Here's what I'm picking up. I'm kind of picking up on possibly the inability to move forward with certain tasks. I am feeling like there's been a call to you by your spirit guides to move forward in your life, and you may have been unwantingly, unknowingly ignoring the call because you've been kind of frozen in contemplation. Also, maybe just overthinking situations and missing all the possibilities that are actually in front of you while focusing on the situations that at hand that you had already lost. So I am seeing that this may be the energy that's going to prompt you into this healing kind of recovery space. I'm seeing definitely glow up energy for your pile here. Definitely a new timeline where you're looking a lot better. You're actually stepping into a purpose here that is required of you for the next stage of your life. This is really giving like video game character leveling up past the checkpoint, right? It's like maybe you have saved at the checkpoint so many times and just never actually been able to beat the level. My gosh, it's very hot in here. Never actually been able to beat the level. And here we go, having something prompt you to beat that. I really do. Sorry, I want to let some air in. I really do feel like you've been pushed into a corner, which is why this you're stepping into this new timeline, because I actually think that you may have spent so much time sitting and not doing that you kind of don't have a choice now at this point. It's kind of like a kill or be killed vibe. Obviously not literally. But, you know, you don't have any choice but to rise up at this point. Here. And we do have what's coming in for you soon. We do have a little bit of hesitation and regret. Regret around the hesitation of not taking this new beginning sooner, not moving towards what it is that you are being called to do. not getting rid of the toxic habits. Like, these two cards are really, really a good indicator. I even feeling like maybe you are stepping into this new timeline where you're like a lot healthier. You may be remedying some ailments or problems that have been going on with your life. You're cleaning up your entire act. I do feel like spiritually the hygiene is on the up and up for sure. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're letting go of these emotions and this baggage that was keeping you really stuck in a place, not allowing you to move here. Yeah, like getting away. You may recognize and know, because this energy right before you are doing this major kind of level up in your life here, you are going to be kind of still stuck in the past, thinking about how much you spent, how much time you spent here not acting on what it is, and feeling as though you may not have any other choice but to do the thing now. Can we pull on the Seven of Wands? Yeah, I mean, just what I said. These were the cards that were out. There's there's Knight of Pentacles, there's the Devil card, and there's Six of Cups. Now, some of you, this could also indicate that there may be a Capricorn individual that is highlighting this for you, that may be involved in the situation. However, I definitely feel like this is more so just feeling attacked personally by your lack of action, and the fact that you've been stuck kind of in this Four of Cups space of maybe even complacency within a certain energy, and you've just spent so much freaking time there. So much time. Yeah, like, I'm getting like a wicked side eye. Like, you're literally at the point where you're staring at yourself like, okay, are you gonna make a move? Are you actually gonna make a move? Because here's the thing, I feel like with this new timeline that you're stepping into, you're going to be a lot more emotionally available. I don't think that you guys were particularly emotionally available. I think whatever it was you were going through was keeping you like almost like apathetic to a lot of stuff, and just not able to really meet your highest potential because of the lack of feeling. Maybe you felt kind of nothing towards the things that you even felt before. And so, you can't really move forward if you don't have that momentum, that emotion to push you forward. And I'm definitely feeling that right now. I'm also getting the vibe that the new timeline is like a lot more emotional fulfillment in your life, and also doing things that bring you joy. There's going to be a lot less monotony within your future timeline here. A lot less of like time wasting, doing things just for the sake of doing them without care. Like, there's intention in this new timeline that you're stepping into. Some of you could even be doing something with law. Just like a small percentage of you could be doing something with law. And if it is a law situation or some sort of court case, I do feel like you are going to be getting good news about this moving forward. Yeah, maybe even closing out a case or something like that. A new timeline where you're not dealing with legal problems, legal issues. That's definitely going to be where you're on here, the path that you're headed. Let's pull a couple more cards. Maybe for the Death card we'll pull. Oops, it cut my hand. Oh, okay. This new timeline here. There may have been some doing things for your own gain possibly in the past, in regards to maybe certain connections within a workplace. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm picking up on this like work energy as well. Like, you're going to be doing a lot more Sorry, the energy I was reading a little bit off. For some of you, maybe it could be that you're putting an end to like sneaky behavior when it comes to collaborating with others, relationships with others. If you were doing something like that, I'm definitely seeing that that's going to be changing. You're going to be putting a more honest foot forward. But also, this is like you leaving any dead end jobs or places that actually do not serve you. And moving in with more fulfillment, joy, wonder, enjoyment, just with a more lighthearted energy when it comes to how you create, how you build your empire. Yeah, and the tower here is that you may, so this is going to, this new creative version of you is going to be just absolutely, you're going to feel like you're celebrating yourself through this. And at first it may feel like a tower moment because I kind of get the vibe that some of you guys just like up and were like, I'm done. I'm done. And I think that that's probably why you felt this like energy of like backing yourself into the corner, because you just had to get out of whatever this was, whatever this workplace was. Even if this was like a situation with a Scorpio individual, or a Capricorn individual, definitely feeling like, you know, you were just like, I need to get the F out of Dodge. And it may have come as a surprise because you were like, maybe it was an impulsive action and maybe you haven't been impulsive for a while, because I kind of feel like you've been on autopilot, not particularly following your dreams how you wanted to. But yeah, we're seeing a whole new creative you coming in to create beauty. This is like this doorway that you're walking into. You are going to be walking into a more financially stable timeline here. I don't think you see it coming, but by actually being intentional about what it is that you're putting your mind to and choosing something that you're actually happy about doing or feel fulfilled doing, this is actually going to bring you way more abundance than you even had, and certainly stability, maybe even legacy within family. You could also be engaging with a fire sign individual. I'm getting masculine energy, that's Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and building something with that person. I think maybe after some fears within the situation, after maybe some subconscious things coming to the surface, maybe for either of you, but like when we have this like really cute counterpart energy, it's like two people coming together to build something that they're happy with. And along with this, the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, like it's long term, and it's beautiful. I do think that in regards to these fears of whatever this situation may have been, there's good news. There was good news coming in regards to this that is leading you to this space. Yeah, there could have been feelings of distrust, not wanting to open up maybe in regards to whatever this relationship was. If it's not a full-on relationship, this is just balancing parts of yourself that are creative, passionate, and do enjoy that spark of life, which we would call creativity, to create your own lane to thrive in. And I think that there was an energy of feeling unsure about moving forward with it and holding on to this old life that you had, maybe this financial stability, but that's out of here. And what is coming in is so much more beneficial. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to be glowing. So the new timeline here, I think, is like a much more fulfilling path for you career-wise. Definitely a physical glow up, much more feeling, emotion, letting go of baggage within your life here, and just making a full recovery and coming out of a place of stagnancy and maybe unrest to a place of bliss and abundance. So that is absolutely beautiful, because yeah, there's toxic cycles here that are being closed out. Like the time has come. The time has come. Some of you could be 21. The number 21 could be significant to you. The 21st day could be significant. Threes are about cycles. You know, you're on your way to something much, much more beautiful. So, definitely, hell yeah. Hell yeah, F yeah, as they say. Definitely won't come without its hard work, but I think you're willing to put in the hard work because it's something that you actually value. So thank you very much. If you would like to, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. If you would like to, if that resonated with you and you'd like to book a reading, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I am getting my website up and going soon. So we'll be able to do that as well. Just send me a DM and we can work it out. All right. Well, thank you so much. And I'm going to be heading into pile 2. Cleansing attack for pile 2's energy. Okay. Pile 2s, how are you doing? I'm Lavender. For those of you who chose pile 2 and would like to know what timeline you are currently stepping into, let's see what that is. Ooh. Before we do that, I've got to plug in. Oh my god, my computer. Back in my computer. So it doesn't die. Alright. Pile 2s. Alright. What is the timeline that my pile 2s are stepping into? Spirit, let's go. Pile 2s. My collective for pile 2 that chose image 2. What are they stepping into for the new timeline? Pile 2s. My pile 2s. What are they stepping into for their new timeline? Pile 2. Pile 2. Okay, pile 2. Okay, pile 2. Here's the thing. With you, some of you may be Geminis, Virgos, Libras, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. These are the signs I'm seeing. Okay, so that could be significant. What I'm seeing with you is this new timeline that you're stepping into is one of great power for yourself. The problem here with the current timeline that you're on, it seems to me like there's an awful lot of trickery and effery going on, where people are trying to purposely go out of their way to knock you off your path and cause competition in your life. They're literally purposely trying to give you burdens, and it is because they do see how powerful you actually are here. And so this is causing people to literally be in a frenzy. You look good right now. I don't feel like you have any problems with, you know what I mean? Like the last pile, they were having a glow up. I personally think you already look great. So you are, you know, in your power. It's just people have been going out of their way to cause trouble in your life because they're upset with their own, they're bored. They just like seeing you struggle, I guess. And, you know, you have been with the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. It's like these people, because of how you show up and you are full of gifts, talents, beauty, the way that you speak to the people around you is just, you know, full of so much delightfulness. They are jealous and angry because they're like, they feel like you showing up in your authenticity and beauty is taking away their opportunities. Like, these are the type of people that just want to be the best. They don't care. You know what I mean? Like, they can't revel in someone else's beauty and intelligence and appreciate them for it. They need to be the one that gets all the praise, and they want everyone else to be their henchman. Well, the problem here, pile 2. Number 2, aka, you're the shit. Okay, so that's what I was picking up on too. The 2, there we go again. Okay, so Nicki Minaj, shit it on up, is coming out. So I'm gonna put that in your video for sure. And you can listen to it and just know. But yeah, they can't handle it. Oh my god, this new timeline, people are in a frenzy. Well, they're currently in a frenzy, but this new timeline is like, you're moving away from that. You have a new beginning here where This disempowerment. Ooh, and what I do like about this, with the Fool, the Eight of Swords, and the Strength card, heavy on the Aries Leo energy. Even Aquarius now is coming up. But it's like, you are cleaning house. You are such a big, bad reality check for these people. So this new timeline is like, you're just so authentically in your power, even more so. So I think people thought that if they did go up against you and try to cause problems in your life, what it was going to do was beat you down. But the thing is, people don't understand when you, certain energies, and I've seen this with fire signs quite often, especially Aries individuals. I just know how I get down. And Scorpio, I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. Listen. And I mean, Virgo does that. Virgo does that, period. But it's like, the way that you get down, it's like when people push you to that point, they think you're just going to lay down and die. No. You dig your heels in even deeper, and you actually pummel through the opposition. So that's, sorry, so shiny, I use them. You literally pummel the opposition. You bulldoze through the opposition. And that's what's happening. And they're not ready for this. This new timeline is like, you're showing up so powerfully, even more so than you were before. So it's like, oh, it's giving like, you're mad already. You're mad already. I'm just getting started. So love that for you. And also love that for them, because with the Strength card, you doing this is actually teaching these people a very valuable lesson about how they have kept themselves stuck. So not only is you rising up going to be like just like amazing cherry on top for you emotionally, because you know when people try you for no good reason at all, why do they bother? They're bored. They are not happy with themselves. Of course, they want to take the misery out on other people. Well, when they try the wrong one, they learn spiritual lessons that can't be taught otherwise. So Spirit's letting you spank these mother figures. Yeah, Spirit's letting you show them what it is and what it isn't. Oh yeah, and so when you step into this power, I'm definitely seeing you put an end to this. So this energy is really prevalent, but it's like your new beginning is you may be moving. You could even be moving like somewhere even like over water. You could be moving a bit of a far distance, or just moving completely away from these people. Like some of you could be moving literally houses, provinces, states, countries. And this new version of you is just so untouchable. And like, if you're not, it's just like a metaphor for emotionally moving away from these individuals. You're going to level up and join this new timeline here where you no longer care what people's opinions are of you. You recognize your worth and your power, and you go out and get that. Because I'm seeing money coming in for you here. So there's going to be offers made to you in the process of this. It kind of gives me like people that try to hate on someone so much and they talk about them so much that the people that they talk about are like, know about them. And because they know about them, opportunities come their way because the focus is on you. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely seeing that. Yeah, I mean, you've been chilling is the thing. I don't think you've even been retaliating towards these people. It's just like, I feel so bad for you because it's like you're minding your effing business. You're literally minding your business. Why does someone need to go out of their way to go up to you and be like, you suck? You know what I mean? Like, you don't. You don't suck. Okay? Not even a little bit. Like, in fact, you don't suck so much. They see that and they're like, oh my God, they're so amazing. I suck. But if, like, it's like, who are you trying to convince? Really? Who are you trying to convince? Me or you? that I suck. Like, you had to do that. Did you? It's like, it's proving that you actually are the shitty one. So period. We love to see that. But yeah, you're taking stock. I feel like you're going through the things in your life that do not serve you, and you are moving completely away from those to a much more peaceful and powerful space where you will finally actually be able to recognize the things that are good and bad for you, and you're not just going to let things slide with having people in your life that seek you harm. It was almost like in the beginning, I feel like maybe you didn't know exactly, how to set those boundaries, or even like recognize it. Like, I feel like you did recognize it, but there was always this like letting it slide aspect to it that you were partaking in with these people. And jeez, computer's really loud. With these people. And now this new timeline you're moving into, it's like, no, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. And this is causing you to actually draw more abundance in, because these people were like parasites in your life that were like sucking you dry. Because they're evil eyeing the fucking shit out of you. You know what I mean? The type of people that like constantly are like watching you but never either like your stuff or interact or share, or you know what I mean? But they're like the first people to watch your story. Like, it's just weird as hell. And they're sending it around the group chat to laugh about it, but it's like, what's funny, bitch? What's funny? Anyway, we'll show them what's funny, because at this point, nobody is messing with you. With the Magician, the Empress, and the Emperor. Oh my God, that's crazy. That energy is so deadly. That is so deadly. And you bringing your power here is actually, man, I just feel like your spirit guides are actually very, very upset about this too. And so there are things that people are not they're not sliding for this. This is not a time where there's forgiveness being offered. It's like, you decided to go out of your way to do this to pile 2, and you're losing financial opportunities because of it. So that's a real thing, because the Ace of Pentacles just fell down. Upside down. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. It's a brand new timeline of like intense boundaries that is bringing in more money for you, being able to recognize who your people are and who are not, and stepping into your power here. This is like a huge upgrade, because it's like the Empress and the Emperor and the Magician together. What can't you do? You've pretty much mastered like pretty much every aspect of yourself. So these are all, your intelligence, your passion, in life, creativity, stability, monetary stability, what you need for survival, and emotions. Did I say that? Yeah, an emotion. And so you have everything to grow into this noble empire that you've always wanted to build. And here it is for you now. This is the new timeline. You just need to know when it is to walk away from these people that are keeping you, kind of draining you. You're going to know, though, because it's quite obvious who the haters are. Like, let's be for real. People think that they're slick. They're absolutely not. Whether you choose to address it or not, that's what makes them think that they get away with it. They'll say little sly-ass things to, at the side of their neck to you, and you'll just be like, you'll catch them look at you a certain way. You'll catch their face, and it's just like, who? That's what you're going to be saying. Honestly, because you're going to be so far away from these people, they're not going to be able to reach you, and it's going to make them mad. Well, they wanted to stick around just so they could tell you what it is you're doing wrong, how much you suck. Like, get the out of here. I don't understand that, but yeah, in the process of you coming into your power here, in this new timeline that you're stepping into, these people are getting spanked. So don't forget to enjoy that. When that's happening, you can You can laugh and have a good time about it. I mean, I would do it in the privacy of your home. You don't need to say it to their face. The thing is, I don't think you're like that. To be honest, pile 2, these other people are like that. That's why they have the stank ass energy, not you. Okay? You are a kind person. You don't go out of your way to insult or hurt other people or tell them what's wrong with them. You know? But if they send for you, you'll do it, but you'll do it in a way where you don't even have to speak. This is like your energy is speaking for yourself, and you have people scrambling now. Scrambling. And they're going to get caught in their own bullshit web of lies and their own chains that they cannot get out of. So, so mature. That's literally how I feel. So, yeah. All right. Also, I think patchouli might be cool for you to wear. I haven't thought of it in a while, but it's spilled on my thing today, and I can like smell it from my garbage can because I wiped it up. And I think patchouli is good for like evil eye and stuff like that. So slap some patchouli on, listen to Nicki Minaj shit it on them, and get it done. All right, now I'm going to move on to pile 3. Thank you so much. If that resonated with you, please give my Instagram a follow, Snake Petal Healing, and send me a DM. I do check the requests like every day, and we can do a reading. We can talk about price there. My PayPal is always available for donation, which is in the link. Okay, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. All right, pile 3. Okay, pile 3s. Let me see what timeline are you walking into currently? What is the current timeline that you are walking into? Or sorry, the next timeline that you are walking into, your new reality here. What is going on? Oh, okay, we got Temperance, we got Page of Pentacles, we got Ten of Swords. What is my pile 3's timeline they're walking into? Oh my gosh. More powerful here, more powerful energy. Okay. So this is, I'm kind of picking up a little bit of the same energy from pile 2. Maybe you guys also were into pile 2 and you're watching pile 3. The signs I'm seeing here: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so the new timeline that you're stepping into is just one with significantly more peace, less chaos, incredibly, there's a gentleness that you're stepping into. Have some of you had a volatile energy in the past that caused you to maybe act out, to just harbor a lot of pain? And like, I'm really picking up on like anger problems, or just like, you know, when you get so frustrated and you like hit stuff, and like some people hit their head and stuff. It's like, that's what I think you're stepping away from, and moving to a more calmer space here. Something that isn't going to, something that's built on foundation, on a solid foundation, because there's a softness, a gentleness, a tranquility with this energy that is not only reliable, but will last the test of time. And it's coming out of a place of deep pain and hurt. So I don't know if this is the pile where a lot of you have suffered immense trauma throughout your life. Like, I'm talking, like, this is bad. Like, this trauma is trigger warning. You know, this is either very close deaths in the family at an early age. This could be, you know, rape. This could be molestation. This could be violence in the household. violence from others. This could be sexual abuse. Like, these are the things that I'm picking up on here for this pile that have been with you for like a really long time. You know, I'm sorry, but it's just like, I understand and I see the pain that you it seems like you couldn't seem to get it out of your aura for such a long time. Like, you ruminated, as you do, because things like that affect us so much that they can actually cause tears and breaks within our auric field and our kind of like soul internal diamond. Like, you can have things like this cause soul fragments in people. This is where a piece of your soul breaks off and there's tears and holes in the aura. Like, the reason why many people are susceptible to lower expression, lower situations in life is because the auric field has been compromised in these ways. This is essentially, you can think of this as the spiritual immune system being compromised, unable to fight off attackers, and so being more susceptible to problems, disease, but in this case, it's spiritual afflictions such as depression, alcohol addiction, substance abuse, not feeling worthy. Oh my gosh, pile 3, I did not expect this. And I'm so sorry you've dealt with this. It's horrific, I'll be honest. I know, and I mean, this is a safe space to talk about these things because I'm no stranger to these sides of life either. These things take years. This is what people don't realize. And many of you maybe could have been in a space where you feel like you just could not show up as your best self. You could not give your full potential because of these handicaps, you know what I mean? Because it's like people will judge, right? And say things like, oh, they just need to do this, they need to do that. These things take years to mend. These things that happen to people in their childhood can take lifetimes to heal. Some people don't ever heal from them. Like, some people don't. And that's why I have such an immense understanding. I went through a 10-year cycle of pain and purging. 10 years. So I get it. I'm no stranger to that. That is time in my life that I can never get back. That took that long to be released. So, I am sorry if I've been going on. I know you want to hear about your new timeline, but it's just like the energy is just so prevalent that I had to speak on it. And do know that my heart goes out to you, and your journey here is so profound. Spirit is gifting you this new perspective after this internal violence, right? There is a breaking apart that's happened. I use words like, I'm a poet. I'm a rapper and a poet. And so I speak of a lot of dark subjects because I've been through them. But it's like, I feel like your process here has been almost like a complete mutilation of what was to something new. Now, not using that word in a bad context, it's just you've been distorted so much through this process that now the you that comes forward is just completely renewed, but the old you was completely torn apart, contorted, your body, like, it wasn't a pretty process. It was scary. It was almost gruesome. And coming out on this other side is just so beautiful. I feel like for a lot of you, this heaviness that you felt was so profound and immense that once it gets lifted off of you, it's like you feel like you can fly. With the Temperance card here, things are not going to bother you as deeply as they once did. You are not going to feel like you may have even had entity attachments on you that are being released now, because something happened here that, like, I feel like there was tons of spiritual work done on your part, absolutely, but there was help. Did you reach out to a higher power or a deity, or did your ancestors, like, something happened here that something was lifted off of you? Someone could have even put something on you as well that has now been lifted off, and I would not want to be them when this comes back, because that, if you do that to someone, you better buckle up, because this energy is just, it's not pretty. Yeah, you're moving into a much more calmer space, not as much turmoil and pain within your head. And for some people, this may seem like a small thing. It's not. It's actually quite, I think you will know, if you resonate with this pile, you will know that to others it may seem like a small thing, but to you it means everything. Even like the small little mundane things you maybe couldn't do before. Like, maybe even there's like chronic illness people in this pile that you're moving into a space where you're getting healing from your, like, is there like fibro people here, like fibromyalgia, or I don't know, because like I am being drawn to the Ten of Swords here with the sword in his body, which is giving me like this, and then my hands started to shake. I don't know if some of you guys have, there's some sort of, I think there's some sort of bodily affliction that you've been dealing with that is lifting, and you're going to be able to function, and not from a place of survival and pain, and that's going to make everything so much easier in your life. So to the others at the outside looking in, it may seem like just a small thing, but this is gigantic for your pile, and I think you'll know that. Like, you feel finally able and happy to get up in the morning to live your life, not absolutely miserable. You now can start doing and crossing off the goals that you've been trying to build with the Page of Pentacles here. From, you can finally start doing the to-do list to get to where you want to go. With the Magician here, there's been an activation. I'm even feeling like a DNA activation here for you guys. That is, this is like saintlyhood. This is like an initiation. You guys had an initiation process, and I think that you could even be in some ways initiated into sainthood through this suffering. And now comes the time of creation for self. There was, this is profound. Like, sorry if it's not giving what you expected, but for those that this does resonate, it'll definitely be powerful. So let's see. Cycles are closing. Sorry, the light keeps coming on. Cycles are closing, and you're moving into a long-term happiness here, a long-term scales rebalancing of justice, where you are going to not be overwhelmed and overtaken by so much pain. You actually get to get the start that maybe you didn't. You know how sometimes they talk about children who in their childhood they get the normal kids without trauma basically get a head start, because the ones that do have the trauma, they're at a disadvantage because they need to heal themselves. They're in survival mode. They don't get the chance to just exist without this pain. That's what you're getting. It's a renewal here. 44 might be significant to 55. I mean, that could be your age. I don't know. It could be numbers you've been seeing. 444, 55. Maybe 718 is relevant to you. I have no idea. But that's what I'm picking up for you here. There's karmic reckoning. A rebalancing. Yeah, it's like there's a brand new... I just heard them outside with this metal plate doing this. You know, it's a new... A new you is being birthed here. And you're happy, you're content, you're at peace. And you're able to live soundly, like you should have always been. And of course, everything happens for a reason, but that was a really powerful one. Pile 3. If that resonated with you, please give me a follow on Instagram, send me a DM, and if you want a tarot reading, we can talk about price. If that resonated, yeah. So thank you so much for watching. My light turned off, so I'm Lavender. If you liked this, please feel free to give me a like and a subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.